Enubilore Delana.
Oh my god, it actually dropped. I have 2 bindings. I don't even know what to do now. Also, once again, 6 AM voice. Oh my god, okay. I had 5 more characters in front of Molten Core. After you get either peace, head straight to Highlord Demitrian to pick up the quest chain in TF. Okay, that guy seems to be in Silithus. Well, let's go do it. I can travel to Uldum from a Stormwind. That should be the fastest way. Although Caverns of Time is good as well. I was thinking that nothing was going to drop this week, and I should get a bit more hyped. Oops, this way. And, well, I did, and boom. It's kinda nice. So Uldum is actually as far away as Caverns of Time, I would think. Yeah, with skywriting it should be fine. Also behold, Warcraft's 20th anniversary. I've gotten all the armor sets, I've done the achievement for the mount. I still need to get... whatchamacallit? I still need to get the detective title. I'm not sure if that's going to be gated or not. I'm going to handle that next week. Day stuff has just reset. And there is also Old War once again. Last time I got invincible on my monk. So maybe it's finally time for Mimiron's head to appear. Not from the raid, but from the cache itself. And then I'm going to do, you know, the raid 13 times. That one's a bit pesky, it's a bit long, and it's a bit far. Molten Core is just a bit far. So I think first and foremost we have to talk to Zidormi. You know, get back to the Silithus that did not have the giant swords sticking in it. And then we shall see. Although oddly enough, the map on Wowhead shows this guy as being here. There's no way, right? But I'm going to check that first, because that's weird. And on Wowhead, it shows 2 quests. Thunder and the Windseeker. Did that back in the day with my guild's main tank. Sizemore he was called. It was pretty nice to get him the sword. I wonder if he still plays. And the other quest is Blessed Blade the Windseeker on a Shaman, which we are. Yes, I think Wowhead is lying to me in this case. He's supposed to be somewhere here, which doesn't make any damn sense. Because I think this is where Thunderan spawns. So why would Highlord Demitrian be here? Oh well, a bit of a delay, detour, but it's fine. And after we got the tanks Thunderfury, everyone kind of stopped playing because they were kind of burnt out. We never did the Nax Ramas, the OG one. And everyone was kind of hyped for TBC as well.
Light be with you.
Once on the 60 version, you can find Highlord Demitrian in the northwest. Okay, so he should be here. Wowhead just did not update the map properly. Oh, so I just remember being in a raid with a tank to kill Thunderan. He's a wind elemental. I'm not sure if he has the same model as the Cataclysm, like some of the Cataclysm ones. Or if he's just a larger dust devil. But something along those lines. Let's see if my memory from almost 20 years ago, if not literally 20 years ago, is going to fail me.
Good day to you.
It's this guy.
You need something?
You have recovered my master's eternal prison. Oh, long have I waited for this day, and finally it is realized he must be released. What must be done? I hold the vessel of his rebirth. Should he be prepared to take on this task, he will be required to fortify the vessel and ultimately break the hold of Ragnaros himself. The Fire Lord and all who dare stand in my way shall feel my wrath. The vessel of rebirth must be fortified with Elementium. I know of only one source. We must find this Earth Shaper. Corporeal form of Ragnaros must be destroyed. Oh, thank God they did not kill Ragnaros.
Have a good one.
Okay. Examine the vessel.
Hey there.
Cool. It has no description or anything.
See you around. See you later. Safe travels.
It is you must find Elementium. It is you must destroy the Fire Lord's corporeal form. Alright.
See you later.
So let's check the auction house. Alright. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I do have the money on my other character, that's not the problem. But we need to go back. So I never keep my money in the warband bank because I don't trust it. Plus I like seeing all of it pile up, you know, like a dragon's horde. I say that, but I had 630k and I spent 30k yesterday on gems for the Mage Tower Protection Warrior Challenge. And it worked out, so money well spent. So yeah, people complain about this mount. But realistically, it's very useful. So there's a lot of them. And boom. Someone just made a 13k. Tell me about the correct thing. And Bold Lab, the Earthen, coming in clutch. Nice combination of old and new. You know, current expansion. Actually, I could just TP back. There's no reason to do Molten Core anymore after this. It's been nice, but I've been doing it for literally 20 years. Or whenever it was. I don't remember the timeline. I had crappy internet. It, usually 300 to 500 ms. And at worst, well, you type something in chat and it came out, it came up 1 minute afterwards. So I don't think it was 60,000 ms. I think it was massive packet loss. But you know. Okay, that should be it, right? Cool, cool. Alright. One more trip to the core. And as you might have seen on the Paladin, I have the Mighty Sulfuras as a transmog, so that's why there's literally no reason to ever go there. And damn, the War Within with its mentor buff. And the time walking properties, actually not. Is it time walking or what's it called exactly? Basically, chromie time. The fastest way to level that I have found is to go to the Burning Crusade dungeons. They're very fast, very linear, and you can find queues pretty damn quickly. 1-2 levels per dungeon, and that plus the buff, what was it, Warband Mentor? Or 5 Warband Mentors after 5 characters. So this stuff, 25% additional experience up to level 80. And finally I have my dream of having every class, because I got close in WoD, because there was not much to do. But I deleted most of those characters. For example, I had the Worgen Hunter. Now I have Worgen Warrior. Stuff like that. But WoD is very good if you want to quest while leveling. The quests give a lot of XP from what I've seen. And I still haven't done Dragonflight at all. It's the only expansion I fully missed. I intend to go back with a Paladin, but I'm kind of stuck in these... you know, in these raids of getting mounts and stuff, and to be honest, and Mage Tower, of course. And the mounts are dropping as well, so good stuff. I now have to get the Warglaives. There are 5 classes that should do Black Temple, because those are the only ones that can get the glaives. And in like a month or 2, I have 4 Warglaives on 4 different characters, so 4 chances per week. For this one, I have about 7 bindings. But since it each costs 13k, I think I'll keep them in the bank as a time memento. You know, the transmog is cool, the Thunderfury item itself. You don't need to have 13 of those. You could, but it's a bit unnecessary, and as you might have seen, I only have 574k. I thought people were super chads at making money. But no, it was the same thing I did when I bought the yak. In WoD, you had nothing to do, but you had the mission table. You sent your followers, aka you clicked a few things after grinding and all that, and then you just got money for it. Apparently people made literal millions. I think I made a couple of thousands or maybe 1 mil, but no generational wealth. And well, the thing with that is that apparently it broke the economy and some people still have millions. So you tend to keep the money if you have the money. aka they keep on getting money from quests and all that, selling stuff. And that money never went away, slightly breaking the game's economy. I personally do not give a crap. It's fine. Now people are complaining about not having money, especially if they do Mythic Plus. Stuff like 20k repair bills and all that, which seems atrocious. The thing is, at any time you have a bunch of these quests that grant 800, so if you have a lot of characters, it's not really sustainable for one character, but realistically you won't be doing mythics on 13 classes. You should be focusing on one character to preserve your sanity, and I say that as someone that does at least 5 of these raids, which are not difficult but still time consuming per week. So technically you should be able to fully fund one character if you just grind a few quests. The problem is it's the same quest, so yeah. TLDR people are complaining, and slightly rightly so, but it's not as bad as they make it out to be, just like most things on the internet. And I'm yapping so much because we literally have to kill every boss to summon Ragnaros. He won't appear otherwise. There's no skip here, unfortunately. But it's a pretty chill dungeon. Just a bit of running around. Unfortunately, we're on a Shaman, and Spirit Wolf is a mega OP. In fact, it's so good that it makes travel form look like poop. You know, speed by 40%, I think that's the same as travel form. But you can activate this anywhere, while travel form still has the limitation from 20 years ago of being only outside and nonsense like that. Oh wow, this guy from before, I had not looted him. So it's a bit weird that they don't update travel form. It's very archaic, and this is literally the same thing while talented, you know? Because you only get like 20%, I think. But then you have this talent. So it starts out and then ramps up. Very strange choice, but it is what it is. Alright, so... Oh no, I missed Really? I went by Lucifron. That's what the nostalgic reminiscing of the past or talking economy does, huh? We have to go back anyway, so we'll go back a bit more. This guy does not drop anything of use, so you can kill him with every class from up there. Otherwise you have to go down and then come back all this way just to get to this guy. Because this guy does not spawn if this guy is still alive. In fact, he might not spawn now because this guy is alive. God damn it. Things to do at 7 AM. No, wait, this guy might not be needed then. Did we kill him? No, we did not. How the hell did I miss him? Yeah, it was the yapping. But this guy did spawn. Yeah, because this guy... Oh yeah, this guy is not one of the rune bosses. So basically some dudes have a little thing in front of them. And you needed some... a quintessence item from some water elementals to douse the runes, to coax Ragnaros back in the day. I was not the one in the guild that had such things back then, but I did get them later on.
Mortals, none may challenge the sons of the living flesh.
Right.
Impossible.
Since we're still doing nostalgia, first time I joined my guild, I went to Molten Core, because that was after I fixed my crappy internet and struggled for like a year. I finally got into a vanilla guild. So this is one of the runes I was talking about. Nowadays you don't need that, you just kill the bosses and it counts as doused. Yeah, so I joined the guild and we went and did the Major Domo. And we killed him, and it was the guild's first kill. Felt nice. Then we wiped a bit on Ragnaros. It took us like another month or two to get him down, I think, or something like that. Good times. Nowadays, raids have multiple difficulties, which is fine. But back then the game was much slower, as you might see by the people doing hardcore. Right now, it's a totally different game. This is more pleasant to play. Yeah, so let's see if we're lucky and we can skip Lucifron. Because if Major Domo spawned, that should be fine. So you can actually skip bosses. The problem is most of them are on the way, so... Yeah, okay, so he is there. And depending on your class, you will have a pesky time. For some of them you might need to go around, although I remember as a druid that I skipped around here. And then or there, in the distance. But not going the full way, and I don't know how. I don't think we had any wild charge there. With Shaman you can do this. And with other classes that have double jump or a warlock portal or gate or whatnot. But for most of them you walk, so... Another thing that was skipped when I found the eye. And of course, me and my guild's most well-known dialogue sequence, this one.
Behold Ragnaros, the Fire Lord. He who was ancient when this world was young. Bow before him. Bow before your end. Too soon. You have awakened me too soon, Executus. What is the meaning of this intrusion? These mortal infidels, my lord. They have invaded your sanctum and seek to steal your secrets. Fool. You allowed these insects to run rampant through the hallowed core. Now you lead them to my very lair? You have failed me, Executus. Justice shall be met indeed.
Should have done this. So, very imposing sight.
Now for you, insects. Boldly you sought the power of Ragnaros. Now...
Okay, well, this should be it. Is it an actual item? No, I guess it's one of those items. Oh, no, there it is. It's a white item. But I don't see it. Essence of the Cyclone, unrelated. Okay, so I guess it doesn't appear in your bag, so you can't waste it. Kinda stuck all... both of these are on cooldown. I'm going to use this one. I did these last week. And this mighty Bald Lab, which is a palindrome, he got the Iron Hoof Destroyer. Because I forgot to do a Foundry on him. So we'll take another route. Really? Postmaster, what did I miss? Oh, right, the guy we killed from up top. Golemag, I think it's called. Yes. So you can skip Lucifron. That means you can skip... Gehennas, maybe? I think Shazra has a rune. You can skip Geddon, but, you know... Why would you? And then you have to kill this guy. You have to kill Sulfuron Harbinger. So yeah, either these two or just Lucifron. Poor guy, everyone's dead and he's just waiting there. And what sadly was a weird expansion. I think, if I remember correctly, the controversy was... And I hope I'm not confusing it with the Legion. Was that they didn't want to allow flying? Let Let me Google, because my mind is weird. Just finding old stuff. No, I think it was what though? The world feels smaller, ruined world PvP, blah blah blah. Well, see, the problem is wanting to kill each other every day in the world is good RP, let's say. Although in 20 years I can't really think of some memorable experiences. I went once with a Danish friend of a Danish friend. And we ganked lobbies, and I didn't understand the appeal, but a lot of people just did that, so I think that was the main part of it. I do remember once where I was playing my druid in Desolus, and I ganked a guy that killed me once. I killed him like 2 or 3 times, and that was about it, so it was interesting, but I can't say it was super massively appealing. I think doing arenas and battlegrounds is much more enjoyable than finding the random noob and killing him while you're high level, or just finding some random dude that's just trying to quest and killing him. I did do war mode in BFA and it was alright. It's pretty much artificially tied to quest rewards though. I don't think the enjoyment is there. So I don't think flying was ever a big deal, is the TLDR. I just checked if I was recording. That would have been, you know, problematic if I had not been. But I seem to be, so it is what it is. And after you talk to Zidormi, at least for a while, I'm not sure how long, the area will stay as it was. Which is cool, because you can no longer see the sword. And I like Silithus much more this way. What I don't like though is the implementation of skyriding. We got, let's say, lucky this time. Because sometimes this does not recharge. Even if you're flying correctly, which I'm not really doing right now. It just ticks up very, very slowly, so this is actually very fast and beautiful. And as I said, I did not do Dragonflight, but I did a couple of races and I got the Kazalgar gold ones, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the same for the Dragonflight ones once I get to actually, you know, doing content in that expansion. So TLDR, this is busted sometimes, and you're just stuck there. Okay.
How are you? See you around.
Ooh, he mentions the class, because this is a class, a race, I mean. This is a race string, so if you were a human, he would have said human. Look to this ravaged field and know the power that the elements hold Earth, and well, thank you, man.
Have a good one.
Bring the world to its knees if you must. Yep.
See you later.
Even in my dreams I did not foresee this day, mortal. Behold mortal, behold he who is older than existence, behold he who has faced Titan and God alike. Rise, my master, break from your bonds. Uh-oh.
Have a good one.
Okay, so he is, he does use the Cataclysm one, I think. I just want to one-shot him, I don't want the RP because the rogue is there, so I don't want anything nasty to happen. My power is discombobulatingly devastating. It is ludicrous that these mortals even attempt to enter my realm. He didn't really have a realm, he just had that, and that's a giant Thunderfury. Rise, Thunderfury. You have defeated the Windseeker, take the Dormant Blade and force the lying wretch Demitrian to use the materials you provide for his betrayal to wake Thunderfury. Yep. Can't use it on this class either. Very,
What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Demitrian cowers in your presence. Yeah, we did kill his boss.
See you around.
Please do not harm me. Take it. Take the blade. Leave Demitrian to reshape his pathetic life. Cool. And this person has the glaives. Yeah, soon.jpg as well, and Blood Elf female just like us.
Conversation concluded.
So wow, someone at 7 AM just chilling here. Ah, and the Thunderfury. Another cheer. I wish I could say it's scripted, but just to no-life people. Still a good choice. I think I had a Night Elf. Female Night Elf female... not sure what to call it, man, with today's naming standards. It was a Night Elf waifu. Demon Hunter called Illidaniel, because, you know, I didn't have any imagination. Or I thought it was super funny when I was younger. So this is it. We can't use it, but the transmog should be available, I would imagine. Yeah, it has been added to the collection. So yeah, TLDR, I deleted it and made a Blood Elf because I needed more Horde characters, just for variety. And, well, what can I say? It's the best looking model. I can't imagine playing a Blood Elf male. They're just annoyingly arrogant, let's say. And Night Elf males, I already have my Druid, so you know. There it is. On a class that can actually use it. So, good stuff. I might still do a Molten Core just to check if more stuff drops, because I still have bindings and I still have 5 characters that can do it, and each run for the bindings takes 2 minutes. Because you don't need to do Ragnaros, so once you get Sulfuras, or the Eye of Ragnaros, and then craft it into Sulfuras, it will be travel time plus 2-3 minutes, depending on class and movement abilities. So anyway, that was Thunderfury, and that was my yapping session. So Mighty Bald Lab, once again, doing work. Alright, time to farm for mounts and stuff, so that's it for now. Bye-bye. Okay, this is a bit crazy. I just got Thunderfury. Finished it on my Shaman, and as I'm sitting here recording, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I still have 4 characters in front of Molten Core, so let's do it. And boom, another binding dropped. So now I have to stop myself from editing. As you can see, 7:35. So 1 hour later almost. The traveling time and all that, killing Ragnaros again, took about 30 minutes. So TLDR, another binding. This guy did not have any though, and it wouldn't matter anymore because the transmog already exists. But now I'm curious for science, if we can get 2 consecutive drops for even more content. No, still, 1 binding is good, so I now have 8 characters for which this has dropped, and it's like 2 per week recently, so good stuff.